Another story of Jesus. The quote-unquote original is by the one I call Gospel John. This is in chapter 2 of his book. So it was Passover, the Passover of the Jews, Gospel John calls it, as if it could be the Passover of anyone else, the Moabites or Ammonites or Jebusites or the Perizzites or any of those. It was the Passover of the Jews. So Jesus, the Jew, John seems sometimes to forget that, Jesus, the Jew, went up to Jerusalem and to the temple. There in the temple he found the usual, buying and selling, money changing hands, everything that separated the holy temple economy from the economy of the city, of the land, of everyday things. Everything that separated the holy temple economy from those economies and made it just the same. So Jesus picked up some everyday things, rope in particular, and he made a whip. And he began swinging it around, and he drove the sacred sheep and the sacred cows out of the temple. He made a broom and swept the money of the money changers out the money changers' door. The doves were another thing, since as I tell my dog when he strains at the leash to chase a duck, you know they can fly. But Jesus told the dove sellers, get those things back in their cages and out of here. This isn't a mall, for God's sake. The disciples were impressed without quite knowing why, but the temple security guards, not so much. They wanted to know if he had a permit. What Gospel John says is this: the Jews then said to him, what sign can you show us for doing this? And Jesus said, this is typical Jesus. Note the answer doesn't have anything to do with the question. Jesus said, destroy this temple, and in 3 days I will raise it up again. And they said, wait, this temple has been under construction for 46 years, and you will raise it up in 3 days? Jesus said, yes, you tear it down, and I'll raise it up. Because he knew they wouldn't. The last thing they would do would be tear it down. He knew as soon as he was gone, they'd go back to business as usual. Sacred sheep, sacred birds, funny money, sacred cows. Later, he would say, give up the life you have and follow me, and you'll have true life. Same thing. He knew no one would do it. As soon as he was out of sight, he'd be out of mind, and we'd all be back to business as usual.